Good morning. No, wait, afternoon. I had planned to do this. Excuse me. Let's just check my audio because it's sounding kind of funny. I had planned to do this stream at 11, but then I realized I hadn't been on my desktop in a while and everything needed updating. And then I had to redo OBS completely because I'd forgotten that the last streams that I did were on my laptop, not on my desktop. So all new, but here we are again. We're making a zine again. So, you might know that I am a teacher. Yeah, I'm sorry, my audio sounds really terrible. I need to fix this. Well, maybe it's just me. I remember using my AirPods last time and they were okay, but hmm, hopefully it's just to me it sounds terrible and it doesn't sound terrible on the video, but we'll find out. So, the last time I did this, like I said, I was on my laptop. Now back on my desktop. Uh, as I was saying, you might know that I am a teacher as my day job, and it is now summer. School is over, kids are out, which means that all of my students are on summer vacation. And I'm just not working as much as I do during the rest of the year, so I have a lot of free time. So I've decided I'm going to do this weekly. I'm going to do this every Sunday morning. I'm going to aim for like 11, but it might be 12. So morning-ish, brunch time, right? We're going to do a brunch zine. Today we're going to make a mini zine. So I have this page open here. This is itch.io. This is where I host a whole bunch of digital downloads. Some of them are free. All of them are pay what you want. So if you'd like to throw me some cash, that would be awesome. And I also have, let's see if we can find it. Here we go. Right now, it is the summer sale on itch.io. And the summer sale means you can buy a whole bunch of my zines for just 10 bucks. So I'm actually running a reverse sale, which means everything's a little bit more expensive, but it's still super cheap, honestly. Um, so this is my Teachers Don't Get a Summer Break reverse sale, where you can support me during this warm weather lull, as I say. You can buy all of these zines for 10 bucks. Congenial Telegram right here, by the way. That is 8 different zines because I did it monthly for a little while there. Thinking about, I really want to do another monthly project. I really want to bring that back. I don't know if I'm going to call it Congenial Telegram or I'm going to call it something else, but yeah. I mean, I say that as I also said I'm going to do this weekly. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to do as much as I can during the summer because teachers don't get a break. So that is the sale. You can find that. You can find that at my website. The link, jess.com, jessdriscoll.com, jess.com. Wouldn't it be awesome if I had jess.com? I would love that. I wonder who owns it. Do we want to find out who owns jess.com? Let's do it. Wow. This domain is $200,000. Should we start a crowdfund? Let's start a crowdfund for Jess.com. Damn. Damn, look at all these domains this guy has. This person, I should say person. Obviously, living in New Jersey. There's a Ocean City, I was gonna say patio. Boardwalk live stream. Check that out. Wow. They have boardwalk.com. Waterrice.com. That's a weird one. Water rice. That doesn't sound very good to me, to be honest. Wow, they own michaeljordan.com. How has Michael Jordan not bought his .com? I know this is like a tangent, but does Michael Jordan have like Jordan.com? Yeah, he does. Okay. Okay, so he decided he didn't need Michael Jordan, he just needed Jordan, which makes sense. You know, the shoes are called Jordans, they're not called Michaels. Okay. Anyway, I do kind of want to bookmark this just we'll come back to this. Let's put a pin in this project. Uh we will come back to this because getting Jess.com would be amazing. But today we're gonna make a zine. We're gonna make a zine that looks like this. So this is a blogger that I follow. It's Veronique.ink. And she is an artist. You can see she does these amazing little line drawings in black and white. I love them. Just like super simple lines, but really interesting. This is very much what I wish my doodles looked like. Um, so this blog post is from a really long time ago. I looked it up. It's from April. This is how long I've been thinking about this idea. She made a zine as a calling card. So she did a quarter zine. You can see how this is upside down here. And so here she has a little biography. She's got some tags that she uses on her blog. You can see in the background she's talking about her likes, her dislikes, things that have been on repeat lately, what she loves. So it's basically like a little, it's an about page in the form of a zine. Now the thing is, we'll come over here. You can see my face. The thing is that oh, I made a zine like that. This is called, uh, I never, I never know what direction to move in on this camera. This is called All About Me. And you see, I made it into 2018. Sometimes during the summers, so for the summer classes, we always try to make summer classes more fun for the kids. So we're not always doing, grammar, reading, writing, but we are still doing writing. We're just doing more fun writing like this. So this is a zine that I made with my students, black and white, and it's so hard to see with this light. Um, you can see this one right here, right there. That's a student edit. I said I like Dalmatian, and they were like, you have to say Dalmatian dogs. And I'm like, no, people know. Also, if you look here, you look at my, here we go. So I drew this. I drew this picture of myself, and I put my hair on a big bun because when I used to have super long hair, 2018, I had super long hair, and I would always wear it all tied up in a bun at the top. And then my students added these little pieces here, these little extra squiggly lines because you can see my hair is always frizzy when I wear it up in a ponytail like this. So they needed you to know that I have very frizzy hair. So I made this in 2018. Let me read it to you because it is fun. So it is called All About Me. It says, yeah, there we go. My name is Jessica. It comes from Shakespeare. He invented it for the daughter of Shylock in Merchant of Venice. That's why my name means wealth in Hebrew. It comes from, it's derived from. I was born on December 31st, New Year's Eve. It's the very last day of the year, so I am always the youngest. One of my fave things is 101 Dalmatian dogs. I love black and white. So you can see I wrote about that specifically because I was doing this zine. And so it's like I love doing things in black and white. You can see, the Veronique drawings as well, all black and white. I just really love how simple it is, but you can do so much with it. My other fave thing is writing and making zines, just like the one you're reading right now or listening to. Man, I keep looking at my face. I gotta remember to look up at the webcam. But my day job is being a teacher. I teach elementary and high school students, but I don't teach in a public school. So I get to teach whatever I want, like zine making. I live beside the beach in the Pacific Northwest. We get a lot of rain, although not so much this year. So I always carry an umbrella. I drew a little sun and cloud and rain, and God, I wish we had that weather right now. It has been so hot. My best friend lives in Los Angeles, California. We see each other about once a year, but we chat online every day. That's how we became friends. There you go. So, inspired by this calling card over here, as well as the fact that that one is from 2018 and could probably use an update, I thought that's the zine that I would make today. This is a pretty easy one. It's a pretty easy one to do. So, just gonna flip back to Itch because the reason that I opened this wasn't even to plug my sale. Funnily enough, the reason that I opened this is because I have this Apple Pages zine template collection that you can buy. And it's totally free if you want to get it for free, but it's also pay what you want. So again, you can pay a little, you can pay a lot, or you can get it for free because these templates are not super complicated. They are unfortunately only for Mac because that's what I use all the time. So these are the templates. These are absolutely the templates that I use. Like I created them for myself. I will say though that I just the other day downloaded LibreOffice, which I haven't used before. I used to use OpenOffice way back in the day, but as far as I know, it's not being updated anymore. So I downloaded LibreOffice to get into that and see if I can't make some more open source templates for people to use. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about making some more digital stuff. I'm kind of getting into the idea of like digital worksheets and workbooks and planners and stuff. I don't know. Tell me if that's something you're interested in because I am super interested in it. I like the idea of like I love the idea of an interactive zine. Like I've always wanted to do like a workbook. Not workbook, I shouldn't say that. I mean, I do. I do want to do like a workbook style, but I'm not talking about workbook in like the classic online lifestyle ebook download kind of thing, which like I do like those. I'm not putting those down absolutely at all. I'm just saying that is one thing. That is one paradigm. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like activity books where you get to do like fun stuff, like little games and coloring pages, but all with like a theme and like in zine style. I'm really super into that. So I'm thinking about that. But right now we're talking about these templates. You can download, you get the accordion template, which is smaller than this one. It's like look at OBS. It's like a square, and it's all of these have the page numbers on them so that you can delete that, but you can follow. So it's very easy to fill in the blanks. um, trifold template, mini zine template, and quarter zine template. I say that they have page numbers, but now I don't think the mini zine one does. I don't think the mini zine has the page numbers. I think the other ones do. Ooh, God, you know what? I should figure that out before I go blabbing my mouth. So, um, this link is in the description of this video. So, as well as Veronique's blog post, so you can go check that out yourself. We're just gonna close. No, we're not gonna close these tabs. We're gonna leave these tabs open because I know I'm gonna come back and want to look at the internet. But we're gonna flip over to pages. And now I'm in another corner of the window. So this is my mini zine template. This is why I say I don't think it has page numbers. I should make one that has page numbers. Because, and I don't think that you can see my cursor when I do this. Still have not figured that out. That is, you know what? I'm going to make that note to myself right now. Figure out how to show cursor in OBS. This has got to be possible. I'm a very gestural person when I'm teaching, especially. And you'll notice, like right now, I'm pointing my finger at like nothing. So when I'm talking, I'm doing a lot of um, like circling and pointing at things with my cursor, and you just can't see that, can you? So up here, okay, you can see that highlighted. So up in this corner, I'm gonna call that 1, and then this is 2, 3, 4. It's very small. The text is small because it's body formatted. It's not formatted for title. So the 1 is big because it's formatted to be a title. This is 5. You'll notice these ones, 2, 3, 4, 5, are all right side up to how we're looking at it. So when I write, it's going to be right side up. And then 6 is above the 5. And these ones are upside down because you're going to fold the piece of paper in half like a hot dog. You're going to fold it along this middle line. It's called a hot dog zine because you fold it lengthwise. So 1, 8, 7, and 6 are all upside down to me looking at it because, oh, I forgot this is still untitled. Haven't saved it yet. I was talking to a student about autosave the other day, a high school student, so a teenager, but still young enough that they don't remember the time before autosave. So I was telling them about how when I was younger, when I was a high school student, and we would do our homework on the computer, because I'm not that old. I did not ever do my homework on a typewriter, although I did learn how to type on a typewriter, but it was electric. So again, I'm not that old. I was telling the student about how we used to just always be hitting Control S, save all the time, just constantly, always be saving. This is I gotta make a sticker for that, honestly. Always be saving ABS. Oh, always be BS saving. We are gonna call this one calling card. That is what this file is called. So now we can just Control S, Control S, and always be saving. So in this template, the 1 is going to be your front page. So this is going to be your cover. So this is where you're going to want to put probably a picture, something eye-catching. That's why the text is formatted big like that. But this page 8 that's right next to it is going to be your back cover. So for me, I like to put the credits on that page. I usually use it as like, that's where I put all my links and stuff. In the past, especially on these streams, I've, written, this zine was written like this. And that page in books where it like tells you what the name of the font is and all that. I like that. So I like to do that with my zines. And it's also a little bit of promotion because I get to say, hey, you can get this template. You can make a zine just like this one. But, I mean, you can also just use it as a page. So you could format this for title as well too. Well, that's interesting. It's not as big. Yeah, that's 100. I don't want title to be 100. All right. So now that we understand the template, I am going to select all, and I'm going to get rid of, not spacing. Where does, oh, it's style. Style, right? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Right above my head. I'm always checking in OBS because, and like I said, I redid my scenes for OBS. So I was playing around with, where my head should go. Because I don't know if it should go here. I don't know if it should go down here in this corner because, like, isn't that where YouTube puts the time? So, like, would I be covered up? So I was trying to put it up top, but I don't think up top is good. Like, not here. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to select. I apologize for that. Move myself up here. But I don't think that's good. I think that covers too much of the formatting. I think down here is better. It still covers the formatting, but I can move this up and down. So you tell me. You tell me where you think I should go. Because on the other side of the screen, I put myself on the other side of the screen and I'm just covering the content. I don't want to do that. I'd rather cover the UI than the content, I suppose. Okay, so right here, border, we're going to get rid of the borders completely. I don't need to do that. I only leave the borders in the template so that you can see them, so that people who have never used this template before can understand that there's borders. You could absolutely leave them if you wanted, especially like the first couple times you make this zine. You might want to leave them just because it helps you to figure out where to fold. But it is a really easy, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say it's really easy. Lots of things aren't easy. Only because I've been doing it for, I honestly don't know, a really long time. If you do want to know how to fold it though, there is a whole playlist on my channel called How to Fold. And it's just super simple, no talking. Like some of them are just like 30-second long videos just showing you how to fold. As simple as possible. Really easy and clear to follow. So check those out if you want to try out a new zine. And honestly, it's a case of like just do it. You have to like get out a piece of paper and just try it because it's that muscle memory of like doing the folding that helps you to remember how to do the folding. And once you remember, you can get rid of those borders and you don't need them anymore. I always think that my AirPods are falling out. I have the weirdest ears. I bought the very first, were they called AirPods back then? I was like so confused for a second. They were called AirPods. These ones that I have in are called AirPods Pro. That's why I'm thinking that they're different. I bought the very first AirPods in 2018. I think those were the first ones, the first gen. And man, they just like never fit in my ears properly. And then I bought these ones that have the tips on them, the little rubber tips, and you can change to different sizes. And I discovered that I have two different sized ears. This ear is just the regular standard medium, but this one I put in a slightly smaller one. But at the same time, I still constantly feel like they're falling out. They're not. Like, I go up to adjust them and they're not loose, but it just feels like they're constantly loose. So, I apologize if that's really annoying that I'm constantly, but it's my best microphone right now. So, I was using a Yeti Nano, but I found that it was giving me a lot of problems. I didn't love it. And then I started using these and it was great. It was fine. It was normal. So I was like, this is good enough. That was a lot of talking. And I've been talking for 26 minutes and I haven't made anything. But that's the way it goes, man. That's the way that creativity goes. Sometimes you just need to. This is why I love morning pages. I've talked about this on my channel before, and I'm gonna do another video about morning pages because I have I shouldn't spoil my video, but I have gone away and come back and gone away and come back from that practice so many times. And it's like every time that I go away, I'm like, "Ah, I don't want to do this. It feels like a chore. I just feel like I'm rambling. I'm not saying anything." And then I always come back. I always come back to morning pages because there's just something about it. But that's the idea of you just need to ramble, get stuff out of your head. Just get all of those words out of your head that you can't stop thinking. That's exactly what I'm doing right here. I'm doing right now. So thank you for sticking with me while I ramble. We are going to make a calling card. So I want to, if you've watched these before, you know that I usually start with the words. And then I'll do all the formatting later. So I usually just have it set to, what is this? Oh, there we go. It was scrolled up. It's just, yeah, it's just Helvetica Noi. Helvetica is classic for a reason. I think what I'm gonna do is just do like a little outline first, actually. So yeah, we'll do a bio here. So something like, my name is Jess. This zine is all about me. Kind of like a little callback to the old one, all about me. I'm gonna do, I think this page will do like who I am and what I do. And maybe like a fun fact. My fun fact is almost always my birthday because people find it so fascinating. Now, not just students, not just kids. Like kids obviously love it. They love that my birthday is the last day of the year. It is just endlessly fascinating to them. Um, but also, I think that any birthday that you have that shares an important date of any kind, people are always going to find that interesting, even though it isn't. My other fun fact used to be that I didn't know how to drive, but I do know how to drive now. I am just not allowed to drive by myself. And actually, at the moment, I'm not allowed to drive at all because I don't have my license because it expired. But I just haven't passed the final test that lets me drive by myself. So, I have the skill. I just haven't passed the test. So I can drive. I just don't enjoy it. I don't like it. I wish I could do it, but I don't enjoy it. That's my fun fact. The second page, I think, is going to be likes and dislikes. I think that's interesting. And there's a lot. Like, I could very easily fill this page with just likes and dislikes. So I think I will do a page that's, um, maybe I can do a full page of fun facts about me. That might be interesting. Maybe a whole page. Yeah. Because this one, like, I'm going to talk about like my birthday and where I am. I'm going to talk about being a teacher, but also being a blogger and YouTuber, which is wild to call myself a YouTuber. I'm going to save ABS, always be saving. I'm going to write about, oh, I apologize. What else is interesting about me? Like, I also want, oh, you know what? Let's do a page of my favorite emojis and wingdings, because that'll be fun, like, spread as well, too. If I could do one page of emoji and the other page something else. I could maybe do likes and dislikes. I'm going to talk about music and movies and TV shows. I could do like my about my blogging history. That could be interesting because I've been blogging since I was how old? I was 2001, so I was 20. I've been blogging since I was no, well, 19 technically, I suppose. I've been blogging since I was 19 and I'm now 42. So it is a very long and winding, twisty history through a dozen or more, probably even more platforms and engines and now I'm making videos and it's just wild where we go. Having been on the internet this long and seeing it changing. I've always wanted to read that book. I really want somebody to write like a history of blogging platforms and like I think it would be fascinating to do a combined, almost like a braided biography of like autobiography of the blogger, of the person, along with like an actual technical nonfiction history of blogging. I think that would be a really interesting book. I don't know who's gonna write it because it's not gonna be me. I'm 100% not famous enough to do that. What else do I want to write? Okay, on this part, so like I said, I usually use this back page as like a colophon or credits page. So I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna turn it into kind of like a this is what I do or this is what I make. So it's gonna be like this zine was written on a YouTube. Let's actually write it then. YouTube live stream. Gonna need to not make this title text. It's going to be body on Sunday, June 30th, 2024. So it was designed in Apple Pages and set in TK font because we're gonna look that up later. We're gonna decide what font it's gonna be later. And then I'm gonna put like links here, links to blog and YouTube. I'm gonna write about maybe do something like why I love streaming. Like I said, I'm gonna do this every Sunday now. I'm making that commitment. It's been hard for me to make that commitment before, partly because I always feel like Sundays I should go out and do something, and I never do. I was like, I can go other days. I can. So I'm making this commitment to Sundays. Do I want to write about why I chose Sundays? Maybe. If I have space. This is always the problem with the mini zine. Um, Man, I made that typo earlier too, spelling Sundays with a D. Like my brain is a little bit too eager to get to the D. I'm 4 letters ahead of my own brain. Save. So the reason that I chose Sundays, why I'm doing this now instead of any other day of the week, because I do have a lot of them free this summer, but Sundays has a long history. Actually, let's switch over. Let's talk about it. Let's go to the internet again. So you can see here, we've got Sunday Zine 2022. I made Sunday Zine 2022 was when I first, very, very, very first started streaming. I that's what I started doing. This is what I have been doing since the beginning of my streaming career. It's what I really love. I really love the idea of sitting down and doing it live and just making a thing from start to finish and not worrying about how perfect it is. Just making a thing and sitting down before you have the idea. Like that's the secret, folks. Like if you want to be any kind of artist, a writer, a painter, a drawing artist, an illustrator, if you want to make things, you can't wait for ideas to come. And you can't wait for motivation to come either. Because for me, the ideas are easy. I have a million and one ideas. I'm never wanting for ideas. That moment earlier when I opened up notes to write down, hey, let's make a crowdfund to get Jess.com. That was me just writing down an idea. I have multiple places I write these, but this is another video. We should talk about Apple Notes. I'm going all in on Apple Notes. I have decided this is my new note gathering software. I'm giving up Notion. I tried Obsidian again. It didn't work for me. Um, Airtable is just a little bit too regimented. I need a little bit more freedom than Airtable can give me. I'm going in on Apple Notes. I'm turning this into my hub for all of my notes. I am a note making fiend. I'm a list making fiend. You can see right here, I've got another list. I just love making lists. But all these ideas, and I cannot make myself just sit down and do it. So if I do it live, I'm forced to do it. I can't, I'm stuck here, folks. We've been here 40 minutes. I can't get up, go do something else, you know? I can't open my phone and look at Tumblr. You know, I can't go make lunch because I'm bored. Not because I'm hungry, but because I'm bored. I'm gonna sit here until I'm done this zine. I mean, I hope it's not gonna take that long. This is the thing about this is why I make mini zines because you can make them very, very quickly. So when I started streaming in 2022, it was in January. This is what I did. I did Sunday zine, but the story doesn't actually start here. The story starts, as it says here, in 2015. Because back then I made these zines. May 2015 to May 2016. I set myself the challenge to make a zine a week. And this was a very loosey-goosey thing at first, but then because I found myself like halfway through May and I wasn't doing it, so I said, okay, I have to do it on Sundays. It's the end of the week for some people. It's the end of the week. You have to do something by Sunday. You have to be finished by Sunday. And you know, a lot of the time I got it done in an hour on Sunday night because it was like, I need to just do it. But I did it. I made that deadline and I got there. So this Sunday zine tradition, I keep coming back to it because it has a lot of power. Like, look at all of those zines that I made back then. I'm so super proud of myself for doing it. I'm super proud of a lot of these. So some of these zines are actually like this one, Red, and what's another one? Carmen Sandiego. Some of these zines are by themselves on my itch page. You can find them because I've remade them. And you see here's Canada. Here's Carmen Sandiego. Carmen Sandiego is just this little essay that I tossed off while I was playing the original Carmen Sandiego in an emulator. You can find it on Internet Archive. And this zine got reviewed in Broken Pencil, which is a magazine here up in Canada, all about zines and indie publishing. And I'm so super proud of that. And it was just something that I made because I set myself a challenge of you're going to do something every week, every Sunday. So I'm back. I'm back on Sundays and we're making zines. And you know, this one, Thanks It Has Pockets, which then turned into my book, Thanks It Has Pockets. Or I should say, it's not the title of the book. It's the title of the zine. The book is called The Magic of Pockets. You can find that on Microcosm Publishing. Also, I think there's a link in the description of this video. There's a link in the description of all my videos, so you can find it. But this one, I made this one when I was doing a daily challenge. I challenged myself to make something, to make a zine type thing, specifically using pages. So everything that I made that month, I did it for all of August. 2018, I think. Let's look. 2018. Yes. So that one I made in a daily challenge. And then it turned into an entire book. Like, that's incredible to me. This one that we're making today is not going to turn into a book. 'Cause this one's just me. I keep falling out of this circle, huh? There we go. That's where I should be. All right, let's do some real writing here. Oh, we also need to figure out what's going to be page 7. Maybe a photo. Maybe a photo of me. I might not do that on specifically page 7, but some page is going to be a photo. So let's do some fun facts. Fun facts about. Fun facts about me, I am Canadian. That is true. I want to I don't necessarily want it to be. Let's make it heading. Heading number 2 is good because it's not that much bigger, but it is bold. Do I want it to be centered? I don't know if I want it to be centered. You'll notice that the text is it's justified up and down to the center. What that means, if you'll notice up here on page 8, is that it's staying in the center, but as the text grows, it will get bigger and bigger and it will fill. Sometimes I like that, so I made that the default for the zine, but if I write a zine that's like really text heavy, so it's like a lot of paragraphs, this one's not going to be a lot of paragraphs. This one's just going to be lists, basically. So I think that this justification might look good, but sometimes what I do is I change it to the top justification, and then that way all the pages will be the same across the top, and I really like that. But that's all stuff that we can figure out afterwards, right? We're just filling it in right now. We don't know what this is going to look like yet. We don't even know what font we're going to use yet. I might use, let's just save. I might use, if you'll notice, the last couple of videos, I changed my thumbnail style a little bit of like changing my branding. So I have a new font that I'm using. So I think I might use that here. I'm just going to make this 20 for right now. And that font is called Ultra. It's such a good title font. This is a Google font, so you can download it and use it for free. So maybe, what do we think? Is this going to look good in Ultra? Yeah, it's not that bad. Maybe not. Is there a difference between bold and not bold? Don't think so. Seems a little bit hard to read when it's small like that, though. I'm gonna leave it for now, but we might come back to that one. I think the front we want it to be me. We want it to be me. Me. Maybe that's the title of the Z. Me. I'm not gonna call it all about me. I think I'm gonna call it something like, it could be like my name is Jess. That might be a good name. Capital. Hate when it does that. No. Oh, interesting. That's too big to put the name is together like that. I don't love that. I know I say this every stream, so if you've watched them before, I apologize, but I'm really good at reading upside down for two reasons. Number one, because I make a lot of zines. So I'm constantly in like this layout view. Number two, I'm a teacher. So I'm here, my students are here, and they're the opposite of me, right? So I'm always reading upside down, reading their work upside down on their desks. It's like my little superpower. It freaks them out. Okay. I'm gonna go with it right now, but I'm not wild about it. Fun facts about me. I'm not gonna use, let's use an asterisk as the bullet point. No, because I don't like that it's high like that. Why is it high like that? So down here, oh, that just got moved. I apologize. Down here, right behind my head, you can see it says bullets and L. That is bullets and lists. And if you open it up, um, you can select what you want your bullet to look like. Oh, what is that? That's not what I wanted. I wanted the dot. Well, that's weird. That's weird. Okay. I don't know what's going on here, but we're gonna erase that. There we go. That's what I want. I want that dot. The nice round dot. That's what I like. Okay, fun facts about me. I can drive, but I am not legally allowed to drive because I have failed my road test 6 times. Not fun. I was born on New Year's Eve, so I'm always the youngest in my class. I should say I always was, because I'm not in classes anymore. I was always the youngest in my class, and I I mean, I shouldn't say I almost never had a birthday party, because that's not true. I had lots and lots of birthday parties. But I had a lot of small birthday parties. But I mean, maybe that was just me. My best birthday party. Let's do that. My best birthday party was the year I turned 9. It was at the Stardust roller rink, and I had a New Kids on the Block ice cream cake. And I won, or it was like a special birthday gift from the roller rink. It was purple sparkly laces, like shoelaces, but for your Like they were super, super long because they were for roller skates. They were not for shoes, they were for roller skates. Man, I wore those purple sparkly shoelaces in every pair of shoes for years after that. Purple was my favorite color for a really, really long time, and now not at all. Like, it's not my least favorite color, but it's just not my favorite anymore. I don't wear anything with purple. I can't even think of anything that I wear with purple. So, likes and dislikes. Do that in heading font and with bullets. So I just, okay. So all you do is just hit the bullet button. You don't have to actually make the bullet. That's good. That's good to know. Like, or maybe I should do this. You know what? For more space, I should do this with just like a big list separated by commas, so like a paragraph. So, what what should I start with, man? Let's start with making zines. Paul Simon's Graceland, because I am on that kick again. 90s alternative rock, because I have been listening to Matchbox 20. I've been listening to Matchbox 20 and Hootie and the Blowfish back to back lately, which is really weird to me because the number one band for me back then was actually Counting Crows. But last year was the year that I was super back into Counting Crows. And right now it's Matchbox 20 that I want to listen to. Matchbox 20 with um sorry, the name of it just went out of my head. It's not Supernatural because that's the album. Smooth, the song that Rob Thomas sings on. Carlos Santana's song, but I mean he wrote the music, not the words. Did Rob Thomas write the words? Did Rob Thomas write the words to Smooth? Internet. It's why I keep the internet open. This is something I should add to my likes list. Wikipedia articles. I love Wikipedia. I can't believe it's not in the top. Wow. Smooth Criminal is there, but not. There we go. Santana song. Sings lead vocals. Oh, Carlos Santana didn't write it. I always assumed that he wrote the music. I assumed he would get a credit at least. Because, like, there's no way. Smooth was originally conceived by Ital Shore as a song called Room 17. Lyrics were stripped, and the track was given to Rob Thomas. So he did the demo, and that's how Santana wanted him to do it. Produce the song. Thomas originally had George Michael in mind to sing the song. Wow. Can you imagine Smooth but George Michael? That would be great. Huh. Fantastic song. Absolutely. Did it go to number one? Yeah, number one. 12 weeks. It was the final number one hit of the 1990s and the first of the 2000s, and the only song to appear on two decade end charts. It won everything. I mean, it deserves it. It's a fantastic song. So I like smooth 90s rock, 90s alt rock. I mean, I don't know if that's, I'm just 90s rock. It was like Hootie and the Blowfish. It was alternative, but alternative was such a toothless genre. It didn't mean anything. Because like Hootie and the Blowfish is way more country than alternative. You know, alternative was like Smashing Pumpkins, who I also love. I was super big into them. My mind just keeps going to music. But I don't want to put like too many music things in a row. Harry Styles and what else do I love? I mean, I should put Smooth on there just because I'm thinking about it. Smooth featuring Rob Thomas. But I'm gonna stick some things in between. So, what else do I love? I love pen and paper. I love us a peas. I love the Pacific Northwest. TV. What would I say? West Wing, Sports Night. Season 7 of The West Wing. Much maligned, but absolutely fantastic. Um, I gotta put something about MASH in there. MASH episodes written and directed by Alan Alda. Also, crucial part of season 7 of The West Wing. I love Tumblr. I mean, it has its problems, but I was on Tumblr from the beginning. Then I went away. Then I came back. After Twitter imploded, I came back to Tumblr, and it's like the only social media that I still do these days. Let's do some dislikes. I dislike celery. It's one of my least favorite vegetables. It's one of the only vegetables that I really hate. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of peppers, but I will eat them. I much prefer them cooked than raw. Celery, I hate it the most, I think, because everyone puts it in their potato salad. And potato salad is one of my favorite things. And so to ruin potato salad with celery, I mean, I say everyone puts it in there. I'm really talking about my mom because, you know, I have to eat my mom's potato salad. It's really good apart from the celery. I don't want to make it all about food, but I also hate shrimp. I hate um 30-degree days, 30-degree weather, maybe. Let's say that. Or maybe just because 30 degrees is going to make it sound, for the Americans out there, I'm talking about Celsius. I don't really want to say 30 degrees Celsius weather. Let's say, um, maybe just say hot. Sweltering? Sweltering. Sweltering heat. Let's say that. Yeah, yeah. Sweltering heat. I love swimming in a pool, and I hate swimming with fish. I don't hate swimming in the ocean. I just don't like when fish brush up against me. You know what? I'm looking at OBS in the other window. I'm gonna make this bigger for you. And I apologize that it's been this small the whole time. I made it small so that you could see the whole thing. Like here, I have to move it around. But while I'm writing, you should definitely see the whole thing. And you know what? I mean, let's save number one. Every time that I look up at the top and I see edited, that's when I save. So I love that it shows you that. I'm just gonna get rid of this word count at the bottom. If it's quick and easy to do. It might just be in settings. Settings, show word count, formatting, no. View, oh, maybe view. Hide word count, there you go. Okay, you don't need to see that. We don't need, I have it turned on. I will be very honest with you. I have it turned on because it's the only program, it's the only word processor I have that actually shows it to you. Nothing shows word count anymore. It's weird. Like you would think that that would be a setting in Notes that you could like turn on a setting, or even just like in like in Google Docs you can select and figure out what it is. Pages is the only thing that has word count. Anyway, we don't need that. Fun fact about me, um, it took me 8 years to finish a 4-year degree. But I graduated with very, very little debt that is long, long paid off. And that is definitely partly thanks to my grandparents, which I absolutely thank them for and acknowledge them. But also, I lived at home and went to a cheap college. So, but like more people should know that. Who cares that it took you 5 years to finish a bachelor's degree? Like, to be honest, who cares? Who cares that you're 43 and you're going back to do your master's now? I don't care. Do you? Like, I think about it. Grad school is like, grad school to me is like the one that got away. Like, as soon as I can afford it, I am absolutely going to grad school. But we will not go down that rabbit hole right now. Dislike. What else do I dislike? Um, this is so much harder. Like, there's definitely a lot of things that I hate, but a lot of stuff that's coming to me right now is um food, and that's just kind of where I'm most passionate. Let's move on. Let's do something else. Let's do blogging history. Let's call it, or you can call it blogging timeline. So I My first blog was on Blogspot in 2001. It was titled Homoerotic Subtext. I next moved. Um, I moved to LiveJournal when another blogger gave me an invite code. My username was Damn It Carl from the Friends episode. Let's see. Did I go to Twitter or Tumblr first? And I definitely had a WordPress blog in 2007. So in 2007, I hosted I'm not gonna say hosted. Hosted is the wrong word. I created my own WordPress blog, but I think that was before I had my domain name. I can't remember. That's another thing. I've had so many domain names. Um, with my own, I'm gonna say with my own domain name, but I don't remember what it was back then. I joined Twitter. Okay, so Twitter was definitely 2006. I joined Twitter in December 2006 and stayed. I mean, I shouldn't say stayed until the downfall because the downfall hasn't completed yet. It's just one long, sad downfall. I joined Twitter in December 2006 before before it was cool. Should I say that? That's a little that's a little annoying, but it is true. I could not at that time, I could not get any of my online friends to join Twitter. Nobody joined Twitter until John August joined Twitter. That's what got everybody on it. Before the rush. Let's just say before the rush. See, this is not going to be enough space. But I really want. Okay. This is going to go to 2 pages. So, because it's going to go to 2 pages, I'm going to move this to here. I'm going to move this to here. Because no, wait. Pages 2 and 3 are a spread. When I say spread, I'm talking about the two open pages together. So page 2 and 3, and then 4 and 5. So 6 and 7 are gonna be a spread. So actually, I should have just kept it exactly where it was. That's my mistake. So we're gonna do Control Z. Watch this, go back in time. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Yeah, before the rush. I'm still gonna say that. Okay, so then this is going to be the blogging timeline, and it's going to continue over here. So I joined Tumblr in 2007 for the GIFs. Can I get that? Yes, I can get that on one page. Okay, that's awesome. Save. So after Tumblr, 2012. When did I start? I definitely, okay. My newsletter started in 2012 when I published my first novella under a pseudonym. Thank you for filling that in for me. Also, I never remember when it auto suggests for you. I always press space because I feel like that's so much more natural. But then again, I understand why it's not space. You're actually supposed to hit enter and then it will fill in for you. So then I had a couple WordPress blogs. They moved around a lot. I'm gonna go with I bought my name.com, .com, .com. Yeah, I don't want that. Okay, .com, and built a static blogging. I did not build the engine. Built a static blog on GitHub pages. I don't know when that is exactly, but it was definitely before I started streaming. And I continued my newsletter, which also moved around a lot, but we're not going to go into that because that's just going to make it longer. My first live stream was on Twitch, and then I started posting videos on YouTube in 2022. Now, 2023, I did literally nothing. Genuinely, I needed it so badly, but man, I missed making stuff. By 2024, I had I I felt desperate to no. I mean, yes, That it's true. I'm not saying it's the wrong word. I absolutely felt desperate to get back to blogging, but it's too big of a story to write for this tiny little page. So I wanted to get back to blogging, but make it easy. I installed Ghost on jessdriscoll.com and I'm still there today. I mean, it's only been 6 months, but my first YouTube video in. Can we figure out? Let's figure out how many actual months it was between videos. So it was September to September. September 2022 to September 2023 is 12 months, plus October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. So, wait, is that 19? 19 months. 19 months was posted in June 2024. There we go. That's my blogging history. Now, what's going on with the spacing here? Because this page has spaces between, and this one doesn't. Yeah, okay, that's got 8 points before paragraph. I just want 0. But then that's so small. Why does that look like that? Weird. Oh, the other ones were like that too, but this one wasn't. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna take this one and put it here. Do I have something else I can add here? Just like one more point would kind of fill it in. I could write about my newsletters. Okay. So was over the years, my newsletter moved from tiny letter, let's do no commas, to MailChimp, to Substack, to tiny letter, to ConvertKit. Yeah, that's right. I don't think I'm missing anything there. Okay. I still don't know what the main font is. The titles are set in Ultra. The template is available for download at And then I'm gonna put the link. So I'm just gonna do the main link, not the specific link. I'm gonna make that underlined. Oh, that's not a capital. Um, you can watch me live stream. You can watch me make zines. Oh, me make zines every Sunday. Oh, why do I keep pressing the D for Sunday? Every Sunday morning, live on YouTube at, and then we're gonna find that link. I'm not gonna. I mean, there's nothing like super embarrassing on my YouTube. Just, you don't need to see it, I don't think. You don't need to see how many McElroys I have in my recommended. Oh, I don't want. You can just go to Jess Driscoll, right? No. What's the? I feel like I have a. I never remember now. No, I thought I had a short one. Did they take that away? Did they gate that again? I thought I had a short one. That's Because, like, why does it say at gestures? Okay, oh, do you have to put the at? Let's try that. At gesture school. Now this is like super annoying that I'm in another window. I apologize. Okay, yeah. I do have a link. There we go. So we don't have to have all of this cruft. We can just do at gesture school. Yeah. Okay. Might just keep it there. You can watch me make zines every Sunday morning live on. Is that a regular space? No, it's not a regular space. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is also the default for this template is justified this way. For that page, actually, now that I'm looking, everything else is a ragged right. So maybe, no, oh, that looks bad. Doesn't that look terrible? Maybe we do everything. Let's do everything justified. I just really like justified. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's why I had that spacing set that way to give space on the margins. No, that's paragraph spacing. That's not what I want. Layout spacing. Text inset, yes. That's what it is. Yes. But some of them look funnier than others. Hmm. So what we also need to do here is fix these titles because I don't want titles to be justified. I want the titles to be centered. Come on. I hate when it doesn't give me the update. Come on. Centered. Yes. No. That's maybe because I'm going back to normal. Yeah. Okay. This one looks smaller than this one. There is something different going on here. That text is not, okay, it's not justified because I don't want all of it to be justified. I just want the body to be justified. Hey, why are you multiple? You should be justified. Ah, there we go. Something was on a different style. I don't know what, but something was. That's why it didn't look right. Okay. So I think this one is the same thing. I think something here is not body. Yeah. See? Look at that. This just changed everything. All right. Let's do me. Let's do my name is Jess. This zine. I think I want this to be the title. I'm gonna get rid of that. I do enjoy an exclamation mark, but now it doesn't look good. I want this to be heading, but yeah, okay, now I like that. I like it. My name is Jess. I I am a teacher, a writer, a scenester, a blogger, a YouTuber, and a streamer and YouTuber. I don't. Here's the thing about calling yourself a YouTuber is that it has a very specific meaning that I kind of am. Although, I mean, that specific meaning has actually changed a lot over time. Being a YouTuber when I was first considering joining YouTube meant like doing lots of like weird challenges and stuff. Doesn't mean that anymore. These days, it's like you have to be a video essayist to be a YouTuber. Calling myself a streamer feels weirder though, because I feel like that one is really specifically video games. Do, 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 do. What else do I want to write here? I I live in a beach town on the border of BC and Washington. On the Canadian side. I have writing is so fun. I write like a million and one different bios. I was actually I just logged into Etsy for the first time in a really long time because I'm wondering if maybe I should start selling there again, doing like digital stuff there, like the stuff that I do on Itch. And the bio that I had on that website is just totally different than anything I've written in the last like 5 years. Because it's just been so long since I was regularly on Etsy. So it was like, oh wow, that was a whole different me. That was a whole different bio. I mean, not that it's not true. Like some of the stuff on there I could absolutely put on here. Like, I love the 70s Robert Redford. Love that mustache. One of the, I shouldn't say one of the few. There's quite a few guys that look good with mustaches, but damn, he looked good with a mustache. What do I hate? What do I hate? Oh, you know what I hate? I hate washing dishes. Absolute worst chore in the world. I hate washing dishes. I love grocery shopping. Word puzzles. Likes are so easy. Dislikes, because partly the problem with dislikes is that you don't want to say something that other people really, really love. Um, I hate waiting. I'm not a very patient person. What else? I'm, what else do I want to say? I'm a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn who doesn't always feel like a Capricorn. Let's, fill in this page. Almost done. Where are we? 1 hour, 37 minutes. It's not bad. We're going to finish this before 2 hours. And there's been a lot of rambling, so probably could have finished earlier if I hadn't talked so much. If I hadn't talked so much about Santana and Smooth. Fun fact. If I could get like one more fun fact, I think I could fit two, but mm, I skipped grade 8 math, but I still can't convert Celsius to, oh, let's see if I can spell Fahrenheit. No, Fahrenheit in my head. Is that right? It's not underlined. I think it's right. I'm just going to double check in Google. Yeah, I spelled it right. All right, that is fun facts done. I'm going to open up. I'm going to see if I can find a file. I have a file that should be called like all keys or something like that. No? When I was doing Congenial Telegram, I would choose a wingding for the first page. For the cover, I would choose one wingding for everyone. And so everyone was a different one, but it all was in that same style. And I had a document that was like all of the wingdings written out so that I could just look at them. Where is it? Oh, it's called Webdings. I thought it was called All Keys. That's what I was looking at. There we go. I'm gonna switch there. Yeah. So these are all the Webdings that are in the Apple Pages font called Webdings. I'm gonna choose a bunch of these and just throw them in that middle page. So I'm gonna choose this satellite. Love this one. Let's take floating guy. Um, like the train. I love all these ones that are all connected. It's just so cool. I like all the speech bubbles together. You know what? I think I'm gonna take not all of these ones, but I'm gonna take a bunch of them and just put one row here. So I'm gonna switch you so you can see. So it'd be really cool to do just one page that was all of those, but I'm not. I'm gonna take train and I'm not gonna take any of these ones. Do I like the camp or the road? I like the road. And I don't want that one. Let's get rid of the city. Mm, and I'm gonna get rid of the train. Oh, no, I was thinking okay. Okay, let's get rid of the house. Let's do like that little tableau. I like that. Okay. I like that. And then I want to do the megaphone. And what's funny is a lot of these is the ones that I actually chose for my zine too. Mm, see, I love this. I love the sign one too. The reason why I love the webdings is because they're black and white. You know, We talked about that before. Maybe I should put that on my likes list too. Black and white. Every time I dip into this page, I'm thinking, what do I hate? Oh, you know what? I hate snakes. I'm looking at this webbing of a spider, and I'm like, I don't mind spiders because where I live, we only get really, really small, more like daddy long leg spiders than anything else. They don't look like, big gross spiders. And even snakes, like it's terrible that I say that I hate snakes because all we have here is just little garter snakes. They're not a big deal, but oh, it's like with the fish, right? It's just like things that move like that. Oof, creeps me out. So like I don't hate them, they just creep me out. Hmm. Title here is going to be That's Funny, as it's the Webdings title. That's not what I wanted. I'm gonna call it what? Favorite Webdings. Let's just call it that, maybe. I really want. I feel like I gotta do two more lines to fill it in. So we're gonna do the sunglasses and the bus and the star and the lightning bolt. Oh, now they're not really justifying themselves properly, are they? We do, oh, okay, that's not gonna work now, is it? Body Webdings, but that's tiny. So we need to make them big again. I want to do them big enough that those four go across like that. Okay. Is that the same size though? That makes it seem way smaller. Like it now fits four across, but man, that makes it seem way smaller, doesn't it? And there's no spaces between them. Mhm. What else do I like? What else do I like? Yeah, some of these I just don't like the jalapeno pepper. Oh, maybe that's. I don't love chili peppers. That's a good thing. But again, that's food things. Uh, I hate annoying, repetitive noises. I don't know if I should say annoying, repetitive, but that's what I mean. Because I mean, there's some noises where you just get used to them. Mm, And like, doesn't everyone love it? Doesn't everyone hate annoying noises? The thing about making a zine like this, where I'm forcing myself to sit here and do it, is that I have to sit here and do it. I have to sit in this chair and just do it. All right, I think I'm going to change this title to make it bigger. Let's go 20. Yeah. Let's make those 20 too. Yep. I like the bigness. Can come up with like one more dislike to fill that in. And then, oh, you know what else we need to think about? We need to think about this body text. I haven't even thought about that. Oh, man. Yeah, we need to think about what this body text is going to be. Okay. Let's look at some options. I went through a little while ago. This would actually be a great stream idea, I think, is going through Google Fonts and just like browsing and downloading some interesting stuff. Graphique looks very cool. Actually, as soon as I did that, damn, let's see what that looks like. Okay, why didn't that fix everything? Why didn't that change everything? Is that's what styles are supposed to do, Pages? What are you update? There you go. Okay, thank you. I like that. Man, we got it on the first try. First try, folks. Look at that. Do have to fix a couple of these pages though, because this font is definitely bigger. So I'm gonna change these back down. Let's do, oh. You know what I want to do with these? I want to give it a little bit of spacing. Between? Where does this spacing go? Layout? Indents. More. No. No, it's in here, isn't it? Yes. Character spacing. This is it. Yeah. Spread it out like that. Let's do 10. Okay. We'll make it bigger, but space between. I like that. Don't necessarily like it for all of them, though. The fun facts about me has to be smaller now. Or bigger. No, it has to be smaller. Yes. This one, I'm just gonna make it all about me on the same line. And then I think if we make this 10, see what 11 looks like. That's so annoying that it won't update across the board like that. Update. Yeah. Okay. Fits, fits, fits. Yes. What I'm looking at is at the very bottom of this page, seeing that everything is still on the page. It hasn't fallen off the page. And save while we're here. I feel like maybe this ending page could use a title. We're going to do, and again, I want one more dislike to fill this in, to fill in this space after noises. And I could even put in some more likes just to fill in that space after white. And then I feel like I should write more here. Um, oh, we're coming up on the 2 hour mark. Got 4 minutes. Can I finish this in 4 minutes? So what I can do is just delete some stuff. Makes it look a little bit better. I can just make it like black and white like that. What else do I dislike? I dislike sweltering heat. I mean, it kind of goes along with it, but like I hate being sweaty. Again, I keep coming back to this one. I just feel like there should be a title here. This is like just the last little things where I'm like jumping from page to page, like gotta fix this, gotta fix that, gotta do something with this. So, do I call it colophon? Is that how you spell that? Let's double check spelling. Oh, I was gonna put Wikipedia on my page, wasn't I? Yeah. Yeah, that is the correct spelling. I was correct. Do I want to put Wikipedia on here? Okay. If I do that, I'll change black and white and Wikipedia. I could even write more. I mean, go with the W theme, just write like walking. I would say, I mean, hiking. Hiking means something very different in the PNW than other countries, other places. Because here it really just means walking, walking in the forest, in nature. It does not mean, for us, it does not mean like hiking up. It just means walking. Oh, you know what I hate? I hate late buses. Buses that are late. That's a good one. Okay. I need to write more here. Why is this the hardest part? This is the about B page. And this is the hardest part. I don't know. I don't like this. I always say, like, I'm a Capricorn that doesn't feel like a Cap, but that doesn't mean anything. There's more interesting things about me than my birthday. As I've been saying, I've been saying this whole time. Oh, so let's maybe. I've been thinking about like, do I want to put my age here? And like, I do, but I'm going to put it with a year so that this is more timeless. I was born at the very end of 1981. Maybe what I do over here is put a link to my book, actually. That's a good idea. I have space for that. Let's do my first nonfiction book was published in 2022. There we go. That's perfect. That fits. Okay. Now, I only might put this one down to the bottom just because I like it lined up there at the bottom. Maybe just give it some space at the top here. I don't know. I think I'll just leave it. We're definitely over the 2 hour mark, but we're so close. I say, as I'm looking at this title page and that I haven't done anything with it. My name is Jessica, but friends call me Jess. I live. What goes with I live? Maybe something about where I live, something I love. Um, for a year, or maybe let's say the year I turned 30, I moved to Halifax, Nova Scotia. But I came back to the West Coast because I missed the trees, the mountains, and the Pacific Ocean. But the music there was great. Some of my favorite bands. Let's go here. I know I've written a lot about music, man, but Joel Plaskett is one of my all-time faves. All right. Is this done? Is the question. The pages look good. I could maybe write one more fun fact. I have space for it, I think. Yeah, I could write one more fun fact. I'm I'm not allergic to anything. I've never broken a bone. Is that a fun fact? I've never broken a bone. I got glasses when I was in grade 6, but that's not really interesting. I What is interesting, people? I have no idea. What counts as a fun fact? So many of these are about me being young too. That's interesting. Fun facts about me. One more fun fact, and then we're done this zine. I have kept a notebook. I've kept a journal, let's say journal, because more people understand that. That's closer to what it is. Even though it's not like a diary journal, it is a lot of that. My notebook, I call it my notebook, but it's really just an everything book. I throw everything in there. I write everything in there. So it's like half super personal, half ideas, half phone numbers I need to write down suddenly. I have kept a journal since I mean, I wrote a diary when I was a kid, but I've kept a journal since I was 19. I have been very regular about keeping a journal since I was 19, even though I've always written in a notebook. Okay, that's it. That's done. I like it. I am happy. Let's save. Let's save because the first time, here's another story right before we go. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. I will tell you one more story and then we will say goodbye until next week. I am going to do this next week. When I started streaming again this year in March, I did my first stream back. So even though I said up here um, that my first YouTube video was in 19 months, I posted it in June, but my first stream was in March. And when I did that, um, I have completely forgotten the story I was going to tell you. Absolutely just went out of my head. Jesus. If I watch this video and remember, I will tell you next week. That's my brain, folks. I will see you next week. I hope that you. Ah, I just remembered. When I made that first zine and I saved it and I was done, I came back to it the week after and one of the pages was missing. That's the story I was going to tell you. One of the pages was missing and I still haven't replaced it. I could obviously go back to the video and just copy what I copied, but I haven't actually done it yet. So that zine is just sitting there with one empty page, one space that's just completely empty. And I have no idea what happened because I swear I saved it. I swear I saved it. So this one is definitely saved. You can see up here, it doesn't say edited anymore. Thank you very much for sticking it out with me for my first stream back again. We're going to try to do this every week. And I hope that I see you there live next week, or I hope that I see you in the comments of this video afterwards. Um, and very soon, I will post this as a PDF that you can download on Itch. All right, that's it. I'm saying goodbye now.